This is a pre-heel session.
Very good.
Where the dog learns to follow in a straight line without deviating.
Very good.
It's way harder than it looks,
Good. We're going to continue. Good
especially
boy.
with Duke. When we first started this session, he did not want to be following Josh at all. He wanted to be doing just about everything else, going past him, going the other way, anywhere but following Josh. But we will not move on to the heel until we get a good follow. And that really just means the dog says mentally, okay, I'm going to listen. Because the concept's really easy. He's definitely not confused. He's just like, I don't want to. I'd rather be doing everything else. We have him on the long line, which creates the illusion of off-leash freedom. And he's not used to listening at all without restraint. But he's getting there. This is great. This is looking really good. We're almost to the point where we can teach heel. See, Josh is turning around right now. See how it turns into the heel? We're just going to build on that. The end result will be a flawless heel on or off leash, which is really convenient, especially because he lives on the farm if they need to walk him somewhere. Look at that. Looks really good. It's crazy how once he decides to listen, he's perfect. But if he doesn't want to listen, it's crazy.
Good. Good. Yeah, I think, stay. Good boy. Talking about the listening thing, because you hear that a lot. Obviously, if the dogs listen, they wouldn't need to come to training or
Correct.
anything, because the commands are actually very easy
So
to
easy.
teach, right? It's like getting the dog motivated to actually listen, to learn, and then once they learn it, it's like getting them to actually do it.
Yes.
When you understand. Just because they have the knowledge doesn't mean they're going to do the right thing with it, right?
Yes.
Just because I can read and write doesn't mean I'm going to do my homework.
Yes.
Right? So it's one thing to know it, and I think teaching the dogs the commands is very easy. The hard part is getting the dogs to listen. But what that really means, that's like AKA for a dog submitting to your authority.
Right.
They're always looking pack oriented. They're always looking at you as the member of the pack and saying, I ain't got to listen to you. Or we haven't went through those conversations yet for you to earn me listening to you, right? So it is very much the relationship, the dynamic in your relationship. And you have to go through these little moments of conflict where the dog doesn't want to do something or doesn't want to stop doing something, or you want them to do something and they won't. Whatever those moments may look like, you have to go through them and use them as learning lessons as you're raising your dog, or as you're creating a follower out of your dog. And then once you have a series of those, the dog sees you different. Their belief system's different. They see you as relevant. They see you as somebody that they want to follow because it's in their best interest, right? And then that just becomes the default. Dogs stop thinking. I don't know if you guys notice this, but once they get their associations, they kind of just go on those, right? So it's like, if knock knock at the door means
I bark.
That's
right?
what that means. I'm not thinking anymore once the knock knock comes, right? I'm just knock knock, blah, 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 right? When you get the brain to open up a little bit, and they're now thinking because they're going to repattern an associated response, they're trying to find a new response, then I got the opportunity to teach them what I want, which is knock knock, quiet, go lay down, right? Or whatever the situation may be. Once that association's in there, then they're not thinking anymore. Then it's just knock knock means go lay down on my bed, right? Now it's a little more complicated than that because you got your first associations. They matter. There was a previous life where I was the king and could do whatever I wanted, right? So they know that existed. The glue that holds it all together is you, the relationship to you. So in your presence, in your house, where do they fall in the hierarchy? If they're below you and they accept you as leader, they're going to allow you to lead. If that happens, then they're listening. Then they're listening. So listening, yes, we need our dog to listen. What does that look like? It looks like our relationship. That's what it comes down to, right? Because he's going to listen to me because we've been through this, and then I go hand him to a stranger. They don't know what they're doing, and then all of a sudden he's running the roost.
They
right?
have to earn it as well.
Any of our dogs, yeah, right. They have to earn it as well, and that's why you see you can see the gap between the trainer and the owner, right? You can see where he listens to the trainer, doesn't listen to the owner, or even in the household, listens to mom but not dad, or listens to dad but not mom, right? Okay.
Beautiful.
Good.